In modern football, legend is a description much overused. In this case, though, there is no dispute. Peter Bonetti is one of Chelsea Football Club's greatest ever players. Through thick and thin, with gloves and without, he made an astonishing 729 Chelsea appearances across almost 20 years of service for the Blues. Only Ron Harris has played more. Born just down the road in Putney, he made his debut as an 18-year-old in 1960 and kept a clean sheet, the first of 208 shutouts, a record that Petr Cech finally managed to break in 2014. By the spring of 1960, along with fellow junior Blues like Terry Venables and Bobby Tambling, he'd helped Chelsea win the FA Youth Cup for the first time in club history. In general terms, though, this was, of course, a period when silverware and glory were far fewer and further between, even during the relative highs of the 60s and early 70s. When those moments did arrive, however, the Cat, as he'd quickly become known, always seemed to be a central figure. His performances in the promotion season of 1963 were crucial to that success, and he was the hero against Leicester 2 years later as the Blues lifted the League Cup. Again, it was the first such trophy for the club. Further finals brought further brilliance, not least in the famous and infamous FA Cup triumph of 1970, yet another first for the Blues. Despite an early injury in that battle with Leeds, the limping Bonetti soldiered on to produce an heroic display as Chelsea ran out 2-1 winners in the replay.
Joe, what a great save by Bonetti! And then from the goal! Yes, a goal! Webb!
And Harris lifts the cup, and Chelsea say it's ours.
A year on, he was at it again, this time on the continental stage, as Chelsea beat the mighty Real Madrid in the Cup Winners' Cup final replay. From Youth Cup to Europe, via both domestic cup competitions, Bonetti had now been in goal for all four of those club firsts. Surely no coincidence.
And Bonetti. And it's over! The whistle has gone! Chelsea have won the European Cup Winners' Cup for the first time in the club's history.
6 years and plenty of grey hairs later, he was the older, wiser head in a side full of promising youth team products that went on to win promotion. This was one of 13 league campaigns when he played on 30-plus occasions. Incredible consistency for a man approaching 40 years of age. His 2 decades between Chelsea's posts ended in 1979, but he was back before too long as part of the coaching staff, Eddie Niedzwiecki, his most prominent pupil. Typically, Peter continued working in the game well into his 60s before returning to the Bridge to entertain fans young and old as part of the matchday hospitality team. Always smiling, always loved, always remembered, it's goodbye to Chelsea's original number 1.